everybody? Today is 3/28/2022, March 28, 2022. And since my last daily, a lot has happened. The internet has blown up. But yeah, we'll start there since it started before my day started. I mean, everybody's talking about it, so why not here? Will Smith bitch slapped Chris Rock on national television. I mean, it was live. I did not see it live. I was actually watching Winning Time. So when I got the text from friends, paused that, scoured the internet for about half a second, and pop, everything popped up about it. The world was pretty divided on whether or not somebody deserved to be bitch slapped on national television. So, which I found interesting, extremely interesting, because the act of committing assault, people feel, is justified if you make fun of somebody. That's just how I read it. I, on the other hand, was cracking up at all the memes that instantly popped up. I mean, we were sharing them in our group text. I seen everybody sharing them online. I chuckled at a bunch of them. Some of them weren't funny. You know, you get that sometimes. But some of them were hilarious, and I'm here for that. Do I feel like somebody deserves to be bitch slapped for a joke they said on national TV? I don't, but obviously Will Smith thought he deserved to be slapped. Then he went on and won Best Male Actor in a performance. So, guess Will Smith he lost there, but then won 20 minutes later. And then gave a big speech about how he wanted to be a vessel of love, which contradicted everything he just did 20 minutes prior to that. So, yeah, I mean, that's Hollywood, guys. That is Hollywood in a nutshell. Do as I say, not as I do, because the rules don't apply to me, they apply to you. Oh, this shit is out of hand. It's out of hand. This cancel culture, everybody's offended by everything. I mean, we have real world problems, and we're offended by words now. And I'm not even talking about words of hate, because that's offensive. Words of hate are offensive, but that was not words of hate there. You know, we have, like I said, bigger problems with race, sexism, all that stuff going on, and this is what we're focusing on. Just shows how much we value the entertainment industry, because it's kind of sickening. Even though I'm really deep into it, it is sickening, but I guess I'm no better than anybody else. So, moving on. Not really. Everybody's talking about it, but there's no sense beating a dead horse. So, like I said, I watched Walking Dead and Winning Time. Walking Dead wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Just, it's moving so slow. And then Winning Time is really starting to find its gears. It's starting to pick up. We're getting into kind of the meat of the whole season now. So I'm pretty excited to see where they go from here with the story. Obviously, we know the main story, but I like to learn what really went on behind closed doors. I know some of it's a little embellished. It's Hollywood, but it makes good entertainment. Also, today I had the day off, so I did not have to go to work, but I did have to get up at 4 a.m. like normal and go to the bathroom because that's what my body is trained to do now. So 4 a.m. every day I have to use the restroom. I've trained my body well, I guess. Then got up, just laid around the house, made some breakfast, had some waffles. Then I watched a little bit of just regular TV, like there was Charmed was on, Parks and Rec was on, Friends was on. I didn't really watch them. I could just hear them in the background. I did absolutely nothing today, and I feel lazy as hell. So I decided I was going to be productive. I went upstairs and did nothing again. Came right back downstairs and started a movie. Yes. A movie I hadn't seen. A lot of people told me it's good. A lot of people told me it was weird. A lot of people told me you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Well, I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. Very interesting, but weird as shit. Very weird. It's Midsommar. Yeah, with Florence Pugh in it. Can't remember the director. Ari Aster, I think, is the director. He also did Hereditary. So if you liked Hereditary, you've probably already seen Midsommar. But I thought Hereditary was better, personally. I enjoyed Hereditary better. Midsommar was good. I mean, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it is what I thought it was going to be. Weird, and pretty much I knew what it was about. I kind of knew how it was going to end. So, I mean, it's been out for a few years, so I've kind of already heard all the stories about it. If you have time, give it a chance. If you like those kind of weird story-driven, there's not a ton of action, but when there is some action, it's pretty creepy. So the movie in general is pretty creepy, but give it a chance. I don't want to ruin it, just in case you haven't seen it. Went to the gym. Today's WOD was deceiving. We did some strength stuff with some rows, some band pulls, and some I forget what they're called, where you lay on the bench and you pull the dumbbell over. I forget what it's called. But our WOD was tough today. It was 7 rounds, and you get a minute break between each round. But the round goes for as long as you go. So you're trying to get 250 meters rowing as fast as you can. And then at the end of those 7 rounds, you take your lowest and then your highest, add them together, that's your score. I came out hot in the first round, 45 seconds to do 250 meters, which is average. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's about average. And then I just slowly trickled up. And then the fifth round hit me like a ton of bricks. And you're thinking, well, you got a minute rest. My legs were on fire. My legs were just hurting. That 5th round, it was 56 seconds, my worst round. So my first round was my best. The 5th was my worst. The good thing is the next round after that was 54 seconds, and the final round was 53. So I actually shaved some off. But knowing I'm at the end, I pushed myself a little bit harder. That 5th round I pushed, I fizzled out fast. And it happens. Sometimes that happens. Need to get better. So my total came to 1 minute and 41 seconds for my best round and my worst round combined. I was 1 second off from being in the advanced group. 1 second. It was 140 or less, and I got 141. Ah! 1 second. Once I couldn't push myself any harder. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Frustrating. Just so frustrating. But tomorrow looks like a doozy, so we'll see how that one goes. Tomorrow it looks like a normal, terrible Tuesday. It's a 35-minute workout if that tells you anything. Or that's the time cap. You're trying to get it done faster, but when he puts those up there, man, that's, you're in for a rough one. 35 minutes, oof. Ooh. But sorry I've gone a little bit longer today. I appreciate everybody. Again, thanks for all the comments. I try to answer them. I'm about to, once I get this loaded, I'll go back and answer the questions today. I haven't really been on YouTube today, so tomorrow it's back to work, so yay. Supposed to have some good weather coming up here, I think just for Wednesday, and then it drops again, but I'll take it. I'll take one day. So everybody have a good night. Have a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and again, just do you. Be nice to people. Don't be so offended all the time. If you think you have to slap somebody, you probably don't, but just double check yourself. All right. Everybody have a good night. See ya.